Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It's an early vlog tonight. It is currently 8:49 p.m. on this very chilly fall, autumn, Monday evening going into Tuesday. It is currently, it says it's 54 degrees, but it feels colder than that outside. But I have on jean shorts and a t-shirt and plastic Birkenstock sandals. My coat's in the back seat. So I thought I would vlog a little bit earlier tonight because I always like vlog so late, don't I? But I want to listen to a little bit of this audiobook that I'm listening to, and then I think I also want to watch a couple episodes of some show. I don't know. Maybe The Last Man and get caught up. Oh, I think I have. Is the last episode of Only Murders in the Building out? I think it might be. So I think I have the last episode of Only Murders in the Building to watch. But I'm going to either watch, I don't know, I'll watch something. And I want to listen to some of this book that I'm listening to, The Mary Shelley Club. It's one of my pick for Peter's Book Club this month. And it's really good so far. I really like it. It's about this girl that moves from somewhere, I don't know, with her mom, and she starts going to like this elite prep school in New York City. Imagine like Gossip Girl. And she doesn't fit in. And so this prank happens at this party, and the girl that it happens to who's real popular, thinks that she did it. And so, anyway, so it's about a group of kids that like pulls pranks at this school. And, but it's really good so far. It starts off very scary. And, like, it's funny because on the heels of just watching that movie, There's Someone Inside Your House, which was adapted from the Stephanie Perkins book, which that was on Netflix, and I would say it was a pretty good horror movie. I mean, definitely like a teenager horror movie, but it, you know, I mean, a lot of them are anyway. But it was funny because we started watching it, and like right out of the gate, there's like something that happens in the movie, and I was like, that guy looks like he's 35. I said to Alex, because like it seems like in horror movies, people always look so much older. Like Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know how, I should know this. I don't know how old she was when she starred in Halloween. I feel like I've looked it up a couple times, but anyway, I mean, she looks like she's 30 as a senior in high school in Halloween, you know? But, so anyway, yeah, I really like it. I finished, last night after I got done vlogging, I finished, My Heart is a Chainsaw. I listened to like 2 hours of it and just like bumped it out and got it done. And, well, I did a whole review of it today on my BookTube channel, so I won't repeat all that. But needless to say, you guys, I was really excited about that book. Like, I got so into it. The writing style was so beautiful. You know, I've talked about it like the last 2 nights on my vlog. I really, really enjoyed the writing style of it. I really enjoyed the main character. But the book was just meh. I mean, it just was not even that. It just, I was so upset with the ending of the book. I felt like it was a cheat. I felt like it, I don't know, I wasn't impressed with the book. And it like, it had at a moment, it had a moment where I thought, okay, this book is going to redeem itself as far as like the storytelling quality to it, with this like great murder mystery that is going on. And I thought that it really was going to end up being what I thought it was. And because it builds you up to think that, and then it's something completely different, and it's like, I don't know, and now I'm like thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is why the author did this, and then this makes sense, and I don't know, I just didn't love it. Maybe I'll share further thoughts after, because I've like, the more since I've made the video today, I've like been thinking about it in my head a lot. But anyway, and then I listened to The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn, which was like a novella, and it's an hour and 17 minutes. It was really, really good. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. And then I started Kill the Boogeyman. That was Goldie Madofsky's last is it her last book? One of her books that I had previously read. I started The Mary Shelley Club, which I like so far. So I mean, it kind of reads like, you know, I Know What You Did Last Summer or Scream or something like that. It kind of reads like one of those horror movies. So it's interesting and it's fun to read. And I don't know what I'm going to read next. I have no idea. I might, because that'll be the 2 Peter's Book Club picks for this month. I don't know if I'm going to go right in and read the October true crime book for this month. I'm kind of thinking no, because I want to wait until closer to the live stream, so it's all in my head, you know. I've got a couple scary books that I downloaded. I have Paul Tremblay's A Head Full of Ghosts. I have another one by Alex North. I might listen to that one next, because that one's supposed to be really, really scary. And then if I get like a couple books ahead for this month, further than I thought I would be, I think I might listen to Salem's Lot. So anyway, that's catch up on the book stuff. Today I got up and I went and did a review at Starbucks today, saving my crumble cookie review for tomorrow. And I did a Starbucks review, and I got, well, that wasn't like right. I got up and I did a bunch of stuff around the house. I was around at the house for a long time. And then I went and I did a Starbucks review of Kim Kardashian's Starbucks order. And then I also got a coffee, which I'm still drinking. And the cup is still warm, interestingly enough. And it's been 4 hours since I've drank this coffee. I've been really into just drinking plain hot coffee lately. I don't know why. So I got that, delicious. And then what did I do after that? Oh, I filmed a booktube video, a book vlog while I was driving around. And then I came home and I filmed, I went to the post office and picked up some packages that were there. And then I came home and I did a drama video. I wanted to do videos on all my channels, but I did a drama video, and then I did a video opening the stuff that people had sent to me, which was really nice. It's so nice when people, nobody has to, but it's just really nice, and I like to show it on there because I think it's so sweet that people send me stuff. I don't even show like the cards and the letters and stuff because I get so many of those, which is just so some postcards and stuff. I got a postcard today. It's actually right over here. I think it's from Kelly or Christy, Kelly, or Kristen. I'm almost positive it's one of those. I'll look in just a second. Well, I guess I can just look and see what, tell you right now who it is. Kirsty sent me a postcard. It's a really funny postcard. It's cute. And she was like, I just saw this postcard and thought that it would make you laugh. So thank you, Kirsty, for that. I appreciate it. And then Alex got off work early today. He's been getting off work earlier recently, which is really nice. And so he was like on his way home, and he was like, do you want anything for dinner? And I wasn't hungry, so he said that he was going to get P.F. Chang's, and I didn't want anything, so he got P.F. Chang's and brought it home. He always gets like the same thing. He gets the same thing, and then he like reheats it over the next couple days. He takes it to work and he reheats it for dinner. And we're supposed to go out to dinner with Melissa and Jason Wednesday or Thursday night, and tomorrow night I have my meeting. So anyway, he always gets the same thing: Mongolian beef, and then he gets like the lo mein with something in it. I don't know what else. And then he gets chicken fried rice. I think it's chicken fried rice. And then he like eats a little bit of it, and then he heats it up. So he ate that, and he was watching Lucifer. He's been like catching up on that show. And he was really tired when he got home tonight, so he was like, I'm gonna go upstairs to bed. So anyway, I wanted to get all my stuff done before he came home so we could just sit there and eat and enjoy it. So, you know, so I had all my videos done, but I didn't get to film my Peterisms channel. And by that point, it was already like dark outside, or I would have just like gone outside and filmed it on the front porch. But it was like dark, or getting dark. Or I mean, it was dark, but it was like, it wasn't super dark, but it was like getting, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So then he went upstairs and laid in bed with the dogs, and I was like uploading my videos still and stuff. And then when I got done, I went upstairs and hung out in bed with him and just kind of was talking to him and stuff. But he was like watching TikToks, and so like he would like watch a TikTok, and then like I was like asking him a question, he like paused it and look at me. I could tell he just wanted to relax. And so I was like, okay. He was literally in bed. I walked upstairs, I go, are you going to sleep? Because it was like 8:30 at that point. And no, it was, let's see, if it's almost 9 o'clock now, it was like 8:20 or something. No, like 8 o'clock. I said, are you going to sleep already? He goes, yeah, maybe, I'm tired. And I said, okay. He was like in bed in his pajamas and everything with the blankets pulled up. So I was like, I'm going to go vlog. I said, vlog early so I can listen to my audiobook and then watch some shows and stuff. And he was like, okay. So yeah, so that was my day. It was just kind of a whatever day. It was nice, but I was watching a bunch of videos tonight too. I watched some Books and Lala videos. I love Kayla from Books and Lala. And then I watched Jaclyn Hill's new video tonight on her weight loss journey. And then I watched I don't know what his channel is called now, but he used to be Tiernan the Booktuber, and I was watching he reads a lot of like gay literature, so I was watching some videos of his that I hadn't seen, to see what books that he was recommending, because he was recommending some books that I had like seen on Audible, and I wondered if they were good or not. So I was watching some of his, and then what else did I watch? I watched a bunch of BookTube videos tonight. I don't watch as many YouTube videos as you would think. Like, I used to, and I used to have people that, like, I followed on a regular basis, and then I would watch, like, every video that they put out. I think part of it for me is, like, on a bigger level, a lot of the YouTubers that, like, I used to watch and follow and get excited about their videos, like, you know, having, like, been able to talk to a lot of YouTubers or, you know, whatever, it's like, I feel like the veil has kind of been lifted for me. And so I've seen kind of behind the scenes when it's like a lot of the stuff is like really contrived, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like the contrived side of YouTube. What I have always been attracted to on YouTube, and that's why, like, I really just, like, my other channel, like this channel and like my Peter Does Stuff channel and all that kind of stuff, I just want to be like, just, you know, this honest, responsive stuff, is because that's what I watched when I first started watching YouTube. I watched Chris Crocker, like, all the time, and I watched Tyler Oakley back in the day, and Glozell Green, and just, I felt like Glozell Green, like, back in the day when she would do that, she would read, like, the lyrics to songs. Like, I remember when she would do the Kesha lyrics. It was just, like, so unedited, and just, like, just sat down there with the camera, you know, and I loved that so much. And so when I watch YouTubers that seem like that to me today, that are just like very genuine, and you can just tell that they were like, they're not like overly edited, they don't feel like they have to do all of this jump cut kind of like editing to like make their videos like really, really good. Like, that's what I really enjoy watching on YouTube. I'm trying to think of somebody that I watch on a regular basis. Well, Andrew TMI, and his videos are actually kind of highly edited, but he enjoys, I mean, I've talked to him, so I know this, but like, he really enjoys editing videos. Like, he has fun with it. So like, his videos, like, that doesn't bother me in his videos, but I just think he's hilarious. So I like his, and he's a really, really nice guy. And the other thing that I love about Andrew is this. If you don't know who Andrew TMI is, he's a guy that, he's made videos on YouTube for like 10 years. I actually went back because he said something about that in a video recently, that it's taken him 10 years to get to a point where it's actually a career for him. So I went back to go see his like first videos, and his videos only go back 4 years. So he must have privated all those videos. But that's the thing that I really like about him, is that he's so passionate about YouTube and is like really serious about it, you know, that he's worked really hard to get to the point where he can now call it his career, which is so awesome, you know. Like, I feel blessed every day that I get up and say, well, this is my career, this is what I do, you know. I feel like I was handed this gift of this amazing life, you know, and that's all because of you guys, because you guys choose to watch my videos, and it really, it means the world to me. I don't think people really have any idea, like, how grateful I really am for it. It's like, Tiny and I were talking the other night, and I was like, I don't even know what I'd be doing right now if it wasn't for YouTube. I can't even imagine my life without YouTube. And the reality is, you know, I've just been on YouTube a little over 5 years, and I still can't even imagine what my life would be like if I didn't wake up every day, you know, and filmed videos. So it's just the coolest thing. And I love people that, like, you know, there's a couple of YouTubers that I've talked to in the last year or two that are really friendly, and it's like, when I talk to them, and, you know, they're very, like, I wouldn't say business-minded as far as, like, well, they are, but, I mean, like, I have a hard time calling myself a content creator. Like, I don't consider myself, I consider myself a guy that makes videos, like, truly. Like, to call myself a content creator, I don't think that anything that I'm putting out is that high level of content, you know. And in all honesty, I don't really see that many YouTube videos that I really think are deserving of that title, to me. I mean, I know it just seems kind of phony to me, especially when, like, a couple years ago, my friend Erin's daughter, she was, like, showing me how to, like, edit a video on her, like, phone, on, like, iMovie on her phone. And I mean, she took this video and she literally, like, edited it, like, to make it look like some master edited thing that you would see on YouTube in, like, 2 seconds. And so I'm like, no, it really doesn't. I mean, you know, at that point, she was like, what is she now, 18? So at the time, she was 16 or something, 15. You know, if a 15 or a 16-year-old can, like, edit a video that quickly on their phone, then, you know, and then people are like, well, then why don't you edit that way? Because that's not what it's about for me. Like, if I enjoyed that, like, I mean, I know people that, like, really love to edit videos. Like, when I talk to them, they're like, I love to edit videos. They love to make thumbnails. That's not what it's about to me. I like sitting in a chair and talking. I like sitting in my car and talking. Like, that's what it's about for me, you know? Which is funny, because then when I talk to those people, they're like, what do you find to talk about for a half an hour on your drama channel? I'm like, I could talk for 2 hours on my drama channel. They're like, I can hardly make my videos 8 to 10 minutes long. You know, it's like, I talk to all these people that are like, I'm trying to get my videos to be longer, like 12 and 14 minutes, and I know a lot of people, you know, don't like the intro and don't like the side jokes, and I get it. You know, it's not for everybody. I appreciate that, right? But it's interesting to me when people are like, I can't get my videos to be like 12 and 14 minutes long. I think my attitude has changed about that a lot too. I think that if I was that YouTuber that could only make a 6-minute video, I would only make a 6-minute video. Like, I don't think that, like, on my Peter Does Stuff channel the other day, I posted like a 1:30 video of, like, this rabbit in our backyard. Like, we've gotten away from that. Like, back in the day when, like, Jenna Marbles started her channel, you know, she was doing like 5, 4, 6-minute videos. Like, her Disney princess videos, which back in the day got like so many views on it, like, it was like a 6-minute video, you guys. I mean, it's really, really short. I'm pulling in here so I can plug in my phone. It's a really short video. And YouTubers back in the day, like, what's that girl? Oh, that's somebody that I used to watch. The one that did, I can't think of her name now. Something Hart. Her sister's Mamie Hart. Isn't that her name? Something Hart. Is that who I'm thinking of? She's friends with Tyler Oakley. She did my, I'm putting in the auxiliary cord. She did my Drunk Kitchen back in the day. I loved those videos. I thought those were so funny.
Hold on a second, I need to, like, do this while I'm sitting here because I don't want it to
go over and start playing my book, which I know it's gonna do. I can't think of what her name is. Let's see if it'll, is that video even still up? My Drunk Kitchen. Episode 1. Oh my god, these were so funny back in the day. Why can't I think of what her name is? My Hardo. Does she make videos anymore? Oh yeah, 1 week ago. Tasting the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice products taste test. 20,000 views. Hella good wedding, Hannah. 3 weeks ago. Trying out 90s hairstyles. She doesn't get any views on her videos anymore. 8,000 views. Well, it looks like she got... Oh, Hannah Hart. Hannah Hart. That's her name. It looks like she got married. So congratulations to her. That wedding got 150,000 views. But like her other videos... Well, they're kind of all over the place. 116, 67, 60. But she's got to have a million subscribers. 2.3 million subscribers. So anyway, I loved her videos back in the day. Tyler Oakley doesn't post videos anymore. I wanted to see, I was reading this thing on Reddit today, and somebody was saying that PewDiePie only gets like 10,000 views and or 100,000 views and has like 100 million subscribers. Is that true that he's only getting 100,000 views? Okay, 8 hours ago, 832,000 views. Or maybe they said he only gets 1 million views a video. 2.1 million views, 3 million views, 1.8 million views, 3 I mean, he's not getting what he got before. What did he get? Let's see what he got, like, I mean, this is consistent with what he's gotten over the last 6 months. 4.8, 2.4, 3.4, 8, 5, 2. That's 7 months. I mean, consistently in the last year, he's gotten about the same amount of views. Anywhere from 3 to 8 million views. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting anywhere nearly like those kind of views, but... One year ago, let's see where he was at like 2 years ago. I've never really got into PewDiePie a whole lot. 11, 16, 6.9, 69 million views. That's unboxing his 100 million YouTube award. 15 million views, 7, 16, 17, 7, 11, 7.8. That's from 2 years ago. He's kind of consistently got the same amount of views. He's got 110 million subscribers. Can you even imagine? Damn. It's crazy. Do you know what started tonight? That, it's not on YouTube, I don't think. Is it the Boulay Brothers? I really, really, really want to see the first episode of the Boulay Brothers. Just, if you don't know, if anybody knows where to watch it, please let me know. Here it is, 6 days ago, the Boulay Brothers. Oh, it probably says on here, Dragula trailer. Hold on a second. So if you don't know what the Boulay Brothers, they do Dragula, and it's like RuPaul's Drag Race, but I think personally, I think it's better. And I mean, I love RuPaul's Drag Race. It's different. It's different. It's monsters. It's gory. It's all that, right? And so they do that. That one that was on RuPaul's Drag Race is actually on Dragula this season. Jade, I can't remember who, but her look is completely different. So I love Dragula. Dragula is fantastic. I think it's on Netflix. I'll tell you where it's at in just a second. I think it may be on Shudder, which I don't know how to look at Shudder. Okay, who are the judges here, does it say? It says the guest judges. Okay, well, where is the information? The official Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 4 trailer is here. Join us for the season premiere October 19th, only on AMC's Shudder. How do you watch Shudder? Does anybody know? I'm gonna look it up and see. Isn't that like horror movies and stuff? I'm gonna buy it how do you watch Shudder? Okay, wait. You can sign up directly on the official Shudder site, or you can sign up on your Amazon Prime Video, Roku, Apple TV, or Google Play account. You can also access all of Shudder's content on the recently launched AMC Plus service. Shudder, everything you need to know about the horror streaming site. How much is it a month? All new thriller movies, it says. I just feel like I have so many apps from that, you know what I mean? Has all the classics, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, Phantasm's on it. Well, maybe I should get it for the horror movie podcast anyway. Plan starting from $4.75 a month, cancel anytime. I'm gonna get it. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, is it playing? Don't play. My Lord, that scared me. I thought it was playing. I was like, don't do that. Okay, yeah, it's charging. Okay, but what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about YouTubers that I used to watch and stuff like that. You know, and I think, like, for me, you know, it was interesting because I was thinking about this today. I was like, I feel like I've watched a lot of YouTubers that in the past that have just completely walked away from the platform of YouTube. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of like gay YouTubers. I don't know if you guys will remember, but there was, I heard a siren, but I don't see it. Back in the day, there were like a lot of these collab channels. Do you guys remember this? Like Gays of the Week and stuff like that. So I watched a lot of those channels back, I mean, way back in the day, like 10 years ago. And that was how I was introduced to a lot of the people that I watched. But a lot of those people don't do YouTube videos anymore. Or then what they did was they created couples channels, and now they like don't regularly upload, or they, here's my thing that I really don't understand about it. First of all is that like this, okay, I just have to say, like YouTuber burnout that people talk about, I personally, I really do not understand it, okay? And I just have to say, I'm not saying that I don't ever wake up and think to myself, God, I don't want to film any videos today. You know, there's a lot of days that I've got hard stuff going on, right? And like on my drama channel especially, it's like to be on, you know? But at the same time, because like on my drama channel, it's like flipping a fan, like I'm kind of on, you know what I mean? Like let's crack some jokes and whatever. But I think at the same time, and I have to be cognizant of that too on my drama channel, because at times that like if there's stuff going on in my personal life and like I'm just, like I sit down to do a drama video, you know, then I'll read in the comments and people will be like, you're being like really hard in this video. And it really has nothing to do with what I'm talking about in the video. It has everything to do with what's going on in my personal life. And so I have to be cognizant of that. I have to like check in with myself, which is why it's important for me to do like my daily meditations and my gratitude list and stuff in the morning when I get up, and my prayers, to ask myself, you know, am I centered for the day before I sit down and make videos? Because for me, I do this so that you guys, it's an escape for you, or that you're entertained. And I love doing it. It's like I said, it's so much fun for me. You know, and I know when I say I don't understand YouTuber burnout, when people talk about it, I'm really talking about people that are posting like 1 or 2 videos a week sometimes, and they're like, we're just, you know, or if it's like they're just like, we're so burnt out or whatever, like we just, you know, I'm gonna have to, you know. Now, let me say this. I think it's different when you're talking about mental health issues, or when you're talking about addiction issues, or those kinds of things where people need to take a break. I think that is fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic. On a really small level, when I took the week off from posting videos after PP passed away when we were in Mexico, that was like really, it stopped. But that week that I took off after PP passed away and we went to Mexico, like, you know, I really didn't like read a bunch of comments. I really or read a bunch of like Instagram messages. We got so many messages. They were so helpful to Alex and stuff, you know. And Alex would respond to people and everything, and we would sit there and we would, you know, read comments that people or messages people were sending to us. It was so nice, right? But at the same time, to just like go down to the pool and just be in my thoughts, and like the only time I would ever get on my phone was to either play music or play an audiobook. Like, I didn't get on social media. I didn't get on Instagram. I didn't get on Twitter. I didn't watch YouTube videos. Well, that's not true. I did watch YouTube videos, but I didn't watch like YouTube videos like I watch. I watched videos of like, I know this is gonna sound corny, but these videos were so helpful to me, you guys. I watched videos of like, a lot of videos from vets, of like when pets pass away, and I watch videos of pet psychics, and I know that sounds corny, but like it was really helpful to me at that time. And I think that's one of the things that I do love about YouTube, is that anything that you want to find, you can find on there, right? Like positive, but that was really, really helpful to me. At night, Alex and I were both watching different series of TV shows. Like, I can remember I watched, I think, True Crime Season 3, which was really good. But then I would watch some of those videos, you know, and I know they're probably corny and not true and whatever, but they were really helpful to me at the time, you know? And, like, one of the things that was really, really helpful to me that I saw a video about, I don't know that I've talked about this on here, because my relationship with PP and Alex and I's relationship with PP and his being gone and stuff is so private to me that I don't really talk much about it. But like, one of the things that I heard from a vet was, I don't know who it was, I could probably find it if I looked through my liked videos, but I had heard it from a vet, and it was so helpful to me. Because what the vet said was, you know, that at the end, like, dogs and cats don't have concept of life or death, right? Like, they just don't. Like, they have a concept of pain. They don't want to be in pain anymore, but they don't have a concept of life or death. Like, we do as humans, right? Like, as far as we know, they don't, okay? I mean, maybe they do and we don't know, but probably they don't. So, like, as humans, we have a concept of ending. We have a concept of finality. We have a concept that, like, somebody that we love or a pet that we love is going to die and be gone, right? We have a concept that when somebody dies, they're gone. We're never going to see them again. We're never going to talk with them again. We're never going to hold them or walk them if it's a pet, right? Or, you know, if it's a cat, you know, do whatever. And so, but pets don't have that concept. They only have the concept that I'm in pain and I don't want to be in pain anymore. And that was so helpful to me in like hearing that, because, you know, like, I think kind of sometimes when we have, you know, animals that aren't doing well, that I think like we put our fears on them, because it's hard, because we don't know what our pets are feeling in those moments, right? So that was really helpful to me. But just like checking out of social media for a week was really, really good. I saw somebody put something up on social media the other day, and I just thought it was like, I don't know, everybody's got to have such an opinion these days, and I do too. You know, I got a drama commentary channel, so I guess everybody else is, you know, should have their opinion as well. But somebody said, you don't need to announce that you're taking a leave from social media, you know, whatever, just leave. And I thought, no, I actually think it's really nice when YouTubers, influencers, whatever, say, hey, you guys, listen, I'm not going to be around for a while, but just know that I'm okay, or whatever. You know, I think that's nice when they do that. I do, because I think that the people that have invested time and energy in you aren't worried about you. Like I said, there were a lot of people that I watched through the years and I got really invested in that all of a sudden, like, if you go look at their last video doesn't even make any sense. Like I was, you know, watching the Shane Dawson new series he put out because of covering it for my drama channel. And in there they talk about the Dolan twins. And on was it the first episode? I think it was the first episode. So Rylan said, I didn't even know that the Dolan twins stopped making videos and that they're making candles now. So I thought, are the Dolan twins just done making YouTube videos? And I went and looked, and they hadn't posted a YouTube video in quite some time. I mean, they were never anybody that I watched. But anyway, they hadn't posted a video in quite some time. But if you go and look, like their last video is something like, it's some social media app. I don't know what it is. But anyway, Omegle or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, but I think it's that app or something like that. And it's from like 7 months ago. And that's just like their last video. No video like, hey, we're taking time off. And you know, even if they do come out and put an announcement on Twitter and stuff, I don't know. I think a lot about it, like with this vlog. I was actually thinking about this today with like YouTubers that just like stop making, like if I was just gonna stop making a video and this was my last video and you guys had no clue and then like you watch this video and then I didn't post tomorrow, and I mean, there are so many people that direct message me and tweet me if I don't get my video up. The other day, it was funny because I had gotten my stuff done so early, you guys, that day, and it was Tammy who, like, somebody tweeted me and then Tammy tweeted me basically saying that she was like worried that I didn't have the vlog up, and it was really nice, you know, and I appreciate it. But like, if I didn't put up a vlog for 3 or 4 days, are you telling me people wouldn't be worried about me? I mean, sure, not everybody. I know there's people that don't like me, but I think a lot of you out there would be like, what's going on? Like, if I didn't post a video on any channel, I went radio silent on social media, are you telling me people wouldn't be worried? I think people would, and I think that, and I think that's very nice. I really appreciate that love and concern, you know? So I don't know. I through the years, I've watched people that just left. You know, never said anything, never said, I'm taking a break or whatever. And it's like, you know, the thing is, the reason why YouTube works is because there is this symmetry between the YouTuber and the audience member or the subscriber or the person who's watching the video, right? Like, there's this relationship that happens. Oh my God, California burger, 3 cars on the line. Ah! But there's this relationship that occurs between the YouTuber and the person watching it. And the thing that's really important that I think a lot of YouTubers forget, especially when they get to some huge level, is the person that is watching your video is just as important for the relationship as the person that is making the video. Because if the person that is watching the video isn't watching, who are you making a video for? You know, oh, the next person, because you have 6, 10, 20 million subscribers, 25, 100, 110 million subscribers. So if 1 or 2 people fall off, it doesn't really matter. But I've never believed that. I've always believed that each and every person was important because that's a relationship that you have, you know, created with somebody. I'm sure there are people that, I mean, I was opening stuff today on my Peter Does Stuff channel that I had been sent, and I said on there, you know, or I read something from somebody that said I'd never comment, but I'm sure there are people out there, I'm sure there's a couple people, maybe not, but I think so, that like have watched my vlogs and maybe a couple of my other channels literally every day for the last couple years, and I am a part of their life that they've just integrated into it, and I'm so thankful for that. Like, that's the coolest thing. But like, they've never commented on a video, you know, they've never tweeted me, they never, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a part of what they do during the day, because that's how I was. Like, when I used to watch Shep689, which was RJ and Will, or Will and RJ, Will Shepard and RJ, they were a couple, and they vlogged every day for 7 years. And I would watch them every day. I never commented on a video, ever. And I never tweeted at them. I think later I did, because RJ was so hurt by something that had happened with their dog that I tweeted him, I direct messaged him and said something. And one other time I said to him, to RJ, I think I sent the message to RJ and to Will when they were still doing their videos that, maybe it was when I first started YouTube. I said that their channel had really motivated and inspired me to start YouTube. And RJ responded and Will never did. But I think that was the only time ever in 7 years that I mean, I never tweeted them. I never commented on an Instagram picture or anything like that. You know, I just was a silent watcher. But like every day, like, I can remember like Alex, you know, and we would come home and he'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to watch RJ and Will's. I mean, you know, we interviewed them too, back in the day. But I was like, I'm going to watch RJ and Will's video. And I watched it every day. You know what I mean? Like, and if they didn't post it till like later, I was like, what's going on? Like something's going on, you know? I don't know. It's an interesting world, YouTube. You know, a lot of people are commenting about the fact that like YouTubers aren't getting as many views like I was talking about. And I've really been thinking a lot about this today. My views are down. And my views have been down for a long time. So maybe it's disinterest, you know, maybe people are unsubscribing, maybe people don't care, whatever, there's that, you know. But at the same time, it's not just my channel, it's like all channels and are kind of like, well, not all channels, but I would say a lot of channels. And I really think what happened was that people are watching streaming television like crazy. Like I just said, I'm gonna download that Shudder app, you know, it's like people are watching streaming television like crazy, and I just don't think they have the same interest in YouTube as they did before. And then if they are interested in YouTube, it's because they find somebody new, somebody that they've gotten excited about, right? Like, and that's why, like, I want to try some new things on my channel. You know, I had mentioned for a long time that I had a project in the works, and I do. I mean, it's nothing like highly edited project or anything. It's just more will be revealed. But you know, I just think it's like, but with I don't know, but with I think people just, you know, like, even for me, it's like back in the day, I used to watch, YouTube was free videos, so it was like I could watch all these things for free, and then, you know, and I could binge watch 5 or 6 videos. But now when I have 7 series of things that I want to watch and binge watch, it's like, why watch YouTube, you know? And I get that with people, I understand that, but please still keep watching me. Please do, it means the world to me. And so, I think where people are like, hold on a second, I gotta fix this beanbag. I think a lot of times where people are like, I gotta change up my comment, or I've gotta content, or I've gotta reinvent myself, or whatever. Maybe it's outside influences. Maybe it's not so much you. Have you ever thought of that? You know, and the pendulum will switch back the other way. But I do think with like YouTuber burnout, like I said, not mental health. I'm not talking about mental health, which people could consider YouTuber burnout mental health, but it's like, I mean, people that are working, you know, a full-time and a part-time job, you know, like, I'm sure they get burnout too. Everybody gets burnout on what you do consistently, right? But what kills me that I don't understand, I really do not understand it, okay, is YouTubers that are getting mass amounts of views, right? And they're posting 1 video, maybe 2 a week, and they're literally getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, a video, which translates into, they're probably making, I mean, realistically, you guys, the AdSense money at that level is so unbelievable. They're probably making unbelievable amount of money, like $100,000 to $500,000 a month. I'm being honest, okay, of these bigger YouTubers that just kind of walk away. And then it's like these sponsorships on top of it. And so they're making, you know, a couple $1 million a year, and it's like, but I have such burnout from making 1 video a week. Seriously, I think I'd be awfully grateful for the fact that I make, you know, 52 videos a year. Hell, I make almost 50 videos a week. And I know that they're not edited. I understand that the editing process, but like, let's also translate that into, I film a lot of videos, upload a lot of videos, put them out there, whatever. So even if they're not edited, but back in the day, you didn't need to edit a lot of videos. It's always interesting to me when people say that to me, like, you know, like, oh, but Peter, you don't edit your videos. Nobody edited their videos back in the day, you know? Chris Crocker basically invented YouTube, and he never edited his videos. So you know? It cracks me up when people say that. I'm like, do you guys realize that YouTube was founded on unedited? It was literally founded on people like just filming their lives throughout the day, you know? But I think, you know, it's interesting, the whole idea of the YouTuber burnout thing. I haven't really ever felt it in 5+ years. I mean, like I said, I've had days where I'm just like, I try to reserve one day every week to not filming at all. And like, if by Sunday, and there's nothing really that I want to make videos about, if by Sunday, like I haven't taken a day, like I'll take a day. But throughout the week, if it's just like I wake up, and you know, some days it's not even like, God, I don't want to make videos today, or there's not really a lot to talk about, or I've got this going on, or I've got this, you know, that going on, or I'm too emotional. Sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes it's just like, I want to drive around and listen to an audiobook today, you know? I feel very blessed that I get to do what I do and make my own schedule, that some days I'm like, well, I'm gonna, you know, take advantage of that and just watch TV or sleep in or listen to an audiobook, you know, or whatever. So I don't know, like for me, it's like a little bit, I'm like, I wish there was a little bit more gratitude on YouTube with like the bigger YouTubers or the people that, you know, I don't know. I see people hustle all the time that are like smaller to have what other people have and were given, and I'm just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love if every video I posted got 5 million views. Can you even imagine? Or 1 million views, or, you know, even 100,000 views, every video I posted. And it's like, that doesn't happen very often to a lot of people. I mean, it's a small amount of people on YouTube that happen, and then it's like, there's not a lot of gratitude there, you know, for this amazing life that you've been given. And I really think it's partly a sense of entitlement, and I think it's also people that grew up on YouTube. I mean, not a lot of the people that have that life, like, ever really had working jobs, you know, where you get up every day and you go do this and you go do that. Not many of them have finished educations where they had to sit in a classroom for, you know, write papers and manage their time, you know. And so I don't know, it just, to me, it makes me kind of sad that there's not more gratitude for like what they do, and also for all of the people that have invested in them so much. And I don't have any one person to like say that about. Like, I mean, I think that's just in general. And it was interesting because, like, and that's not so much about YouTube burnout. That's just about the lack of, I think, gratitude when you know, get to a certain point or whatever. But it was interesting because the CEO of YouTube started putting out like these like notices and messages and filming videos with people about YouTube burnout, right? And I'm like, okay, now we're at a point. Do you guys remember back in the day, like somebody would post a video and then they would like be holding a wad of cash, how much money they made off of YouTube and stuff like that. I still remember back in the day when Chris Crocker went and got his check from the post office, or cashed his check or something that he made on YouTube, like, and he made unbelievable amount of money, you know, in a month from doing videos. And he was like showing everybody that. And then it's like, and I think the connection to the subscribers, and I don't know, there's just, when I see it, when I see YouTubers that are so incredibly grateful and love their audience and love what they do, you can see it. Like, you can sense it in people, right? Like, it's not fake. Like, you can really tell in their heart of hearts, like, they love what they get to do on a daily basis. And they also, like, don't take themselves too seriously. Like, that's the other thing, right? I don't know. I just love it. I'm just so thankful that this is what I get to do, and, you know, so thank you for allowing me to have this amazing opportunity in my life. I really appreciate it. And a day doesn't go by that I don't just like think to myself, damn, God, this life that you have is really pretty cool, you know? And it was funny because I didn't do my crumble cookie review today. And I got a couple tweets from people that were like, I was looking for your crumble cookie review. Like, that kind of stuff, like, makes me so happy Whereas like the other stuff, like it irritates YouTubers, and they're like, let me film what I want to film. I'll film, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I'll film what I want to film, right? But like what I love about that is that somebody's actually looking to see if I did my review of crumble cookies today. Like that is so cool, you know, that somebody cares enough to be like, and they said that they went and bought crumble cookies and they wanted to like eat them while they were watching my review or something. And I was like, I love that. Like that is so endearing, you know. I don't know. And like the other day I did this Peter Does Stuff video where I just like cried my heart out and in a parking lot and just talked, and people shared all these stories in the comment sections about like how they related to what I was saying and things that they had gone through in their own lives, you know. And then it's like on here, it's like I talk and I just share what I think sometimes are just meaningless stories, and so many of you are just so kind, or you'll share something that's going on with you. And like I think sometimes people don't really understand, like when we share parts of ourselves with other people, especially strangers, when you type out a comment of like, you know, I'm going through this breakup, or so-and-so passed away in my life, or I'm really struggling with this illness, or you share that, right? Like you're really allowing people into your life. Like that is really raw and vulnerable. And it's not missed on me for 1 second, the people that have done that over here. And then to read the comments back that are like, hey, I'm really sorry that you're going through this. It's just like, that's you guys. That's not, I don't have anything to do with that, you know? I literally just provide the space underneath by posting a video. But like when I see that, and I'm just like, people are just so, I just love the generosity of it all, you know? And then the vulnerability of people. And, you know, then I'll get the comment back where people will say, well, you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable, and that's where, like, we can be vulnerable, too, and I appreciate that. You know, I think if life is short, you know, and as you can see, my nose is driving me crazy right now from this beard, but life is short, and I think sometimes maybe we don't have a lot of people to share things with, and so, you know, there's a camaraderie or whatever, and I know that there is a group of you over on Facebook, the Vloggerinos, that they've started, Peter Monn's Vloggerinos, thank you, that are kind of like getting to know each other and stuff like that. I just think that's the coolest thing, you know, that like from a comment section on my vlog that you guys are, I think they just passed 50 members or something, which is really nice. And I don't know, I just think it's, I don't know, I think you guys are just, I don't know, it's very sweet to me, and it makes me really happy to know that I can provide a space that maybe people can get their mind off things for a while, even when I'm talking about a book for the 9 millionth time, or, you know, somebody's rolling their eyes at me, or listening to me tell a story about my mom that they've heard 5 times before, or whatever, and, you know, and then you guys can share things in the comment section. It's reciprocal, you know, the relationship is reciprocal, and I'm so thankful for it. And, yeah, it's just a cool thing. And I think that's one of the things that I really never expected on YouTube, you know? It's like, I never really expected, like sometimes I have these moments when I'm, like, reading comments, and somebody will say, like, I live in upstate Oregon, and we don't have any crumble cookies here. And I'm like, somebody in upstate Oregon, or they'll say, like, I watch your videos every day, and I wish we had a crumble cookies up here, and I'm in upstate Oregon. Or somebody will say, you know, like even like this is crazier, you know, somebody will say, well, I'm in Australia, and we've never heard of crumble cookies, and I watch every single one of your review videos, and thank you for doing the crumble. And I'm like, somebody in Australia knows who I am. Like, just let that settle in for a second, you know? And I just think it's really nice, and people are really genuinely nice. I mean, like I said, you know, there's always those people out there that aren't going to like you, and that's okay, you know? I've really come to accept that. It's hard sometimes. I think it's hard because, you know, I think you get on YouTube because you have something to say, maybe. I don't know that I really had any one thing to say, but because you want to tell a story, or you want to share your life, or because you want validation. I think, you know, that many YouTubers are people that need validation or haven't had it in their lives before or whatever, you know? And so you get on YouTube, and then if people like you, that's nice, but then the ones that don't, it hurts. It's hard, right? Because you want that validation, and it's like, you know, it's like the saying that they say about alcoholics. You know, we can be standing in a room of 100 people, but we're going to hear the one comment, the one nasty comment, or the one nasty person is the person that's going to like whatever. And in the past, that really sang out to me, you know, and was hard, but I don't feel that way today, and I realize that there's going to be people that don't like me for whatever reason, and that's okay, you know, and that's okay, and that's real, you know, and I'm done trying to convince people that they should like me. That's okay, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there that do like me, and that's a huge thing. There's a lot of people out there that I will never meet, never come in contact with, you know, and it's just, it's weird. It's weird, and it's cool, and it's the weirdest life ever that I never thought I would ever have, you know? I almost kind of think like on a level of like millions and millions of subscribers, it would be like really overwhelming. Like, I don't really know how like a lot of those YouTubers, like even like, you know, it's like celebrity level. Like, I don't even know how they like go places. Because like what's crazy to me is like if I get noticed, it's always on like, it's on smaller stuff, like my vlog or my booktube channel or my review channel. It's never like the drama channel. Like back in the day when people would shout me out, or every once in a while, it would be like then somebody would like have just seen me in like a video, and then they would say, oh, I found you from so-and-so or whatever. But like today, like nobody ever comes up to me and says anything to me about my drama video channel. It's always on the smaller channels. And it's so much fun because like I have, you know, each of the channels serves some kind of like different passion for me. That like when I turn the camera off and I'm like on to the next thing, it doesn't feel like 6 videos. It feels like six different like hobbies that, I mean, yes, the camera is running and I'm talking, but it's like they're each different. Like, I don't even know how to explain that, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. And like the thing I love about like the book clubs too is that getting to pick out books, obviously, but like I've told Mel this so many times, like when we're in the live stream and we're just talking, like it is so fun that it's just like we're just hanging out and we're just talking, like all of us in there, right? Like just talking about a book. It's so fun, you know. I have such a blast doing that. Which, by the way, we picked our book for November. I suggested a book to Mel that just came out. I have no idea. It might be total crap. And she had another idea, but it was like longer. And so I said, can we wait until January to read that? And she was like, yeah, sure. So we're going to go with this other book. But it may be total crap. I don't know. But I need to announce it because it's what, the 18th or something, and I haven't announced that book yet. I'll do that tomorrow. I need to pick Peter's book club book for November too. So if there's any books that you have been wanting to read lately, put it in the comment section below, and maybe I will pick one. A newer book for Peter's book club. I think for November I want to pick a thriller. There's a Sherry Lapina book that came out. I don't know that I've ever read anything by her. I think maybe I have, but I don't think I have. But I bought it and I haven't read it yet. So I think maybe I might pick that. There's also a B.A. Paris book that came out. And she's the one that wrote Behind Closed Doors, and I love that book. So I might pick that. You know, people ask me a lot, like, well, I want to start a YouTube channel, like, what should I do and whatever. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. I would say that to you about any passion that you have. You know, if you want to start, like Mel, she loves to crochet. I mean, she loves crocheting more than she loves anything else. And I love that I love anybody that's so excited about one thing. Like my husband loving, you know, electronic dance music, and he loves to dance, and his cousin loves to dance, you know, and well, his other cousin, she's really into like Venezuelan music and like, what do you call it? Like, rural Venezuelan music, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it in my head, but anyway, and you know, she runs like this Latino community center, and she does all this. It stopped, and I don't even know how long I've been talking, but anyway, I was saying that I just love when people are so passionate about something, they're so excited about something that they start something, you know, whatever age. It doesn't matter if you're 80 or 8 or 18 or 28 or whatever, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78. Because that just reminded me of my old outro, which I don't even know, 10 years from now or 20 years, I don't even know if I could do that old outro. I don't even remember what I used to say back in the day. That old, do you guys remember that? Like 9-minute outro that I used to do? Some days it would be 9 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes. It's all my friend's fault that watches my videos on here from high school, because one day she said, you know, you can just say goodnight on here and that's good enough. I was like, okay. So anyway, and I loved that, and I was like, she's right, so I'm just gonna say goodnight. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, start it. But don't expect that it's, I mean, when I started it, I never thought in a million years I'd be at a point where I had any kind of regular following watching it. That wasn't why I started it. I mean, I started on BookTube because I had to be part of that community. I never thought, you know, that like anybody would really regularly watch my videos. And on my BookTube channel, I still don't get any views on my video. I don't care. I just love doing it, you know? And I mean, I get views, I just don't get tons of views for having been around for 5.5 years. I mean, there's people that are getting 70 to 100,000 views a BookTube channel video, you know? You know, that's not what it was ever about for me. It was about doing something that I really, really enjoyed. And that's what it's about on all of my channels, and anything that I do, like, you know, it's like why I'm not rushing the podcast. You know, it's like, we just want to do the podcast. So it's like, I don't want to rush and see it as, and I think this is kind of a mistake that a lot of influencer YouTubers, whatever, do, is that they see it from such a business point of view that it's like, well, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to work. Like, I don't do that, right? Like, so if I'm going to do something that I want to do to enjoy it, I'm going to do it because I want to enjoy it, not because I feel rushed or pushed to do it. Like, if we come out next summer with the podcast, that's when the podcast will come out. I mean, we're not going to rush it, you know, but I mean, it's coming, it's going to happen, but but it's like that, and I think you just have to do it because you love it. And you know, some people will watch, and other people won't, and maybe your channel will blow up, and you'll be the next huge thing, or maybe you'll never get more than 2 views a video, and it'll be, you know, you and your partner, or you and your mom, and that's okay, you know. But do it because you love it. Do it because you can't imagine your life without doing it. And that was really when I started BookTube. That's how I felt. And I asked myself that before I start any big passionate venture, like, is this something that is going to just consume my time, or, you know, is this something that I feel like I have to do in my life right now? Like, I was thinking about this today. Like, I've read 83 books this year. You know, I mean, I really get a lot done in a day, but that being said, of the things that I get done, I also do a lot of things that I really, really enjoy. You know, I see my friends on a regular basis, this few friends that I have. You know, I hang out with my husband and do quite a bit of stuff with him. You know, I watch shows, I've read a lot of books. I still have such an enjoyable life, and I think that's really the art of good living, maybe, is doing. I thought somebody was calling me. That scared the hell out of me because my song thing changed over here. DJ Seinfeld, I feel better. But I think that's, you know, the heart of it is doing doing something that you, if you can get to this point, doing something that you love to do, turning that into a career, and then spending the rest of the time doing things that make you happy, you know? And I think we should do more of what makes us happy in life. Life is short, you know? And, those of us that can, and those of us that can't, because there's a lot of people that are like, I would love to do more of what I love. Unfortunately, I have this obligation and this obligation and this obligation, and then in those times you can't, you know. Or maybe the question is, and this is one of the questions I've had to ask myself many times about things in life that I had to do that I didn't necessarily want to do or I didn't necessarily love. I'd ask myself, how can I do this from a point of view of loving it more? Like, how can I go into it more with an attitude of love? How can I go into what I'm doing and, you know, like, do I need to like pray on it before I go to do this obligation? Whether it's going to work every day, or that you hate your job and you hate the people you work with and you don't want to be there, but you got to have a paycheck, right? Okay. Well, maybe it's about, you know, sitting down and saying, making a gratitude list just about work. Like, what are the things I'm grateful for? Well, I have a job. It pays my bills. You know, like, I'm a hard worker. You know, I met Sally Joe through work, and I would never have met her if it wasn't for that. And, you know, I have a lunch break. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, like, sometimes we have to look at things in a different way. There's a lot of things that I've had to do in my life where I've had to look at them from a different perspective. You know, or my sponsor will put me on my butt and say, have you ever looked at it from this point of view, how blessed you are to even have that opportunity in your life? And I'm like, this opportunity that you're complaining about, you know, how blessed you are to even have that opportunity. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, you know, I do feel pretty blessed to have that opportunity in my life, and I need to be more thankful for it. So I think that's also part of it, you know, is looking at things in life and being like, okay, how can I look at this more from a point of view of, God, my nose was driving me crazy tonight. I think the battery's about to die any second anyway, so I'm not going to be talking for a whole lot longer, but it's like I finally got scissors out and trimmed the top of this, of my little mustache area here, and so it's like really short now. When I'm talking, it's like itching right here. But anyway, I think that's it, you know, looking at things with a different perspective, looking at them with a new pair of glasses and saying, okay, well, can I look at my life in a different way, you know? And I think the other thing is always being so grateful that you look at the fact that there are people that have it 10 times worse than you do. You know, that at any given point in your life, what you're going through, there are people, oh, by the way, oh, the battery just started dying. I was going to say, my new battery and new memory card just came in the mail. But at any given point in your life, looking at what you have and saying to yourself, there are people out there that have it 10 times. There's always going to be somebody out there that has it better than you, and there's always going to be somebody out there that has it worse than you know? And being like, I'm just really, really grateful for this life that I have, you know? And it could be so much worse, but it's not. And it's a beautiful life that I have, or at least parts of it are beautiful, and trying to single in on those beautiful parts of your life, you know, and be like, wow, what a precious life, you know, and these special moments that I have. So, I don't know. Man, my thoughts have been all over the place tonight, haven't they? Anyway, I'm going to get off here now and listen to my audiobook and then watch some shows. Oh my God, you know, I still need to listen to that podcast that I started, Paper Ghosts. Anyway, I love you guys, and did I tell you that I figured out, I did tell you that I figured out how to listen to it in sequential order. I'm so happy. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!